Well, we're thrilled now to move on as we join via Skype Veronica, the co-founder and creative director of Litany NYC. Thank you so much, Veronica, for being with us all the way from New York. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Great. Now, let me ask you, would you ever walk 150 miles on a pilgrimage like Kelsey does?
I would try to. I would probably cry a lot.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Well, we're impressed with you. Tell us about your company.
Oh, thank you. So I founded Litany with my friend Olivia. Last year, January of 2020, right before COVID hit. And then we put out our first collection in August of 2020, inspired by Our Lady of Lourdes. So Olivia studied fashion design at Parsons, the New School for Design. I studied it at FIT. We met through the Catholic Center at NYU. And now she's actually a postulant with the Dominican Sisters of Hawthorne, New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, you mentioned that you both studied at Fashion Institute. I know that you've served as a catechist in your home parish, that you've worked on service trips. You're kind of a Catholic missionary fashionista. Can you tell us about the intersection of faith and fashion that gave birth to this initiative?
Well, I started out making dresses for school dances that were modest in like 7th grade. But visiting Lourdes in college really crystallized for me this reality that we are body and soul, you know. Our body and our soul are both one. They both matter to God. And the catechesis that I teach actually is a Montessori-based method. So it's hands-on for the children. And that also, teaching that really helped me realize that. And I think fashion is such a good opportunity for us to express the truth of our souls as like in a way that's an outward reality. And I love doing it.
And you don't just do it for Catholic faith traditions, right? You do it for others as well, don't you?
So I have worked at a hijab company in the past. That was my first job outside of college. And that was great for me to learn what other women of different faiths, what modesty meant to them and what clothing meant to them in their faith. So our clothes are inspired by our prayer life, but they're available for all women.
What's the reaction been, Veronica? Because I have to tell you, so I have a daughter who's out of college, and I have 2 other children, one in college and one in high school. And a lot of times I see what young people are wearing today. I sound old, don't I, young people? I see what they're wearing, though, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did they get out of the house? So how has it gone for you?
I think that young women and young men, but you know, young women specifically deal with this a lot. I think that we're starting to realize that looking cute does not need to go along with what society has told us cute is, right? Because women dress this way because they want to feel beautiful. And oftentimes as women, what we're told is beautiful is just very revealing. And so I think a lot of women are really leaning into this, both religious and non-religious, leaning into the fact that they can define for themselves what beauty is, and that they can show their whole person and feel beautiful that way.
I don't know if you've seen this, but it just came into my mind. In the Olympics, and I think it's the German contingent, are not wearing the leotards, right? They're wearing full dress because of the sexualization of the outfits they're wearing. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm so impressed by them. I also think it shows they did something that shows so clearly the fact that women can stand up for themselves in this way and be supported by other women. I think the musician Pink paid for their like fines that they had to pay for not wearing it. Mm-hmm. The fact that they were fined, I think, says a lot about what we expect of women. And I was so inspired by them doing that.
Veronica, just quickly, you know, I wear basic black, but do you have any plans for a line of clothing for men? Because I got a couple guys here who need some work.
We do have some pocket squares for you, inspired by the
There you
Archangels.
go. That'd be a start.
Listen, anything. I am in rough shape. And I know it.
You're doing pretty great.
I know it. Where can people find out more about your work? I was at your website yesterday. It's great. Where can people find out more?
Oh, thank you so much. Our website is litanynyc.com. That's like the Litany of Saints. And you can find us on social media at litany.nyc.
Veronica, it's been a pleasure. You stay safe now.
You too. Thank you so much for having me.
God bless you,
Bye-bye.
Veronica. Bye.